Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our fifth annual Rising Star Award celebration from Delta Kappa Gamma and Polk County Schools. It's so nice to see everyone is on. Mrs. Monica Crosswade is here helping me, and she has hit the record button for our meeting for anyone who's unable to participate. Or if you would like to share this with your family members at a later time, we'll provide that link for you. During the presentation, when we call on you, if you want to turn your camera on and give us a wave so that we can see you, that would be wonderful. And I would also like to give a shout out to Kimberly Meek. She's our literacy coach who has gathered everyone's photos and put this beautiful presentation together, along with Brenda Johnson, our previous president for our chapter, who has started this initiative 5 years ago and has inspired all of us to continue celebrating the next generation of teachers. We love growing the next generation of teachers and leaders here in Polk County. We all have such fond memories of our first year teaching. I still remember my first year teaching. That was 27 years ago. It's hard to believe it's been that long. And I still stay connected to those students that were in my very first class and all the other students along the way. At this time, I want to call on, let me check and see if she's here. Celeste Stewart is going to do an introduction and overview of Delta Kappa Gamma.
I am here, Lana. Hello, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you? It's a 2 thumbs up Thankful Thursday.
There you go. Tomorrow's Friday, right, everyone? Okay, we just want to thank you. We are very excited you are here. Your performance and what you've done has been noticed by your principal. So congratulations to you, and know that this is an honor. A little bit about what is DKG. I'm sure some of you got this and you thought, who are these people and why are they contacting me? We are a society of key women educators. We are not a sorority. That's what everybody thinks we are. But if you say that, some people will have a little bit of they'll cringe at that word. We are not. We are a society of key women educators who work to just promote women in education and what we do. It was started in, I'm going to get this date right, Mrs. Johnson's going to get me, and I think it's 1929 by Annie Webb Blanton in Texas. And women educators looked a little bit different than they do now. We kind of rule education now, I think. But back then it wasn't quite the same thing. They had to very, very much band together. So there was a group of them that band together. They created this society. Some of the things that what we have turned in now, there is thousands of people across the country. We are the Lambda chapter. So there are multiple chapters in Polk County. There's actually 3. And we are the chapter. We get together, we lift each other up, we go do fun things together. And we provide create initiatives like this one to help new teachers understand that this profession is a great one. We have conferences that we go to. The state conference is next week. We have international conferences that you get professional development when you go there. And there's a lot of benefits to being a member of the society. So if something is that you are interested in, reach out to one of our members. We're all around the county. And another thing that it provides is a lot of scholarship opportunities. I have been the recipient of a scholarship that allowed me to go to, and Miss Megan Starling, she's on here as well, that allowed me to go to International Literacy Association conference in Chicago, and it paid for all of it. Also, if I decided to, one day go back and get my PhD, it's going to take me some time to get through. Dr. Tatum, she is, I have all props to you, my friend, for doing that and being a principal at the same time. But if I were to do that, there are a lot of scholarship opportunities for continuing your education. So it's a great, great, great society. I've been in it well over 10 years now, I think. And it gives you a lot of good connections with some amazing educators. So we hope if you're interested, let us know. Do we have officers? Am I doing officers next, Lana?
Yes, go ahead. Sure.
Okay, I want to introduce our officers. If they're here, if you will, please turn your camera on and say hello. I'm not sure that everybody will be able to see you unless you actually say something. Our president is, of course, Lana Tatum, principal over at Dundee Elementary Academy. Our first vice president is Megan Starling.
Hello.
She is a literacy coach at Pinewood Elementary. And we have Sharon Thomas. Are you on, Sharon? I could see Megan.
I haven't seen Sharon join yet.
Okay, you get to admit them. So Sharon is a teacher at Sleepy Hill Elementary. And we have a recording secretary who is Heather Palmer. Are you on, Heather?
Not yet.
Okay, and everybody's running around. And then we have our treasurer, Pam Barnes. Pam, are
She is
you
here.
on?
Hello, I'm here.
Hi, Pam. And Pam is the media specialist over at Boswell Elementary. So you can see we're all over the county, from Lakeland to Dundee to Haines City to Eagle Lake. You can kind of find us everywhere. Did I forget anybody, Lana?
I don't think so. I think you got everyone.
Okay. All right. Thanks for, it's good to see everybody, and congratulations.
Thank you. And we're going to start in alphabetical order. So we're going to start at Alta Vista, where Ms. Stewart is the principal. And we would like to introduce Brooke Warner from Alta Vista Elementary School. And her principal wrote that moving from Pennsylvania to Polk County, Florida, without knowing a single soul, she graciously accepted encouragement and aid from her colleagues. A month into the school year, she began to soar. And anytime that Ms. Stewart is in her classroom, she sees her students engaged in a level of learning that's allowing them to make dynamic gains on their district assessments.
Brooke is a wonderful teacher. Congratulations, Brooke.
And next we have Auburndale High School, Christina Hunt. And she has created a classroom environment where her students are very comfortable with their procedures and expectations. They're on task and engaged in learning. She does an excellent job in her first year of teaching. Her principal is Ty Bruno. So congratulations to Christina. I see Mr. Bruno's giving her a shout out in the chat box here. And next up, we've got Bartow Middle School. Mr. Roberts is the principal. And I'm gonna hold on one second here. I'm having a little computer problem. Sorry about that. There we go. We've got Mr. Smith here, and Mr. Roberts says that he's a new teacher with high energy, makes great connections with his students. He brings learning to life at Bartow Middle School. So congratulations to you, Mr. Smith. Wonderful job and a nice addition to Bartow Middle School. Next up, we have Melanie Gwen. And, oh, I take it back. We have Ben Hill Griffin Elementary. So I'm looking over my list here and I have a feeling I've got sorry about that. We were going in ABC order. Give me 1 second. My list is not matching my PowerPoint for some reason. There we go. Back to normal. Mr. Myers is the principal over at Ben Hill Griffin Elementary School, and she is a true rising star. She is knowledgeable of the most effective teaching practices that move her students forward with their skills. She develops relationships with her students with thoughtful conversation, and together they set goals for improvement. She's hardworking, patient, and most importantly, Mr. Myers says she's a very caring teacher. Congratulations, Megan, for being recognized at Ben Hill Griffin Elementary School. And next we have Abigail Babcock from Boswell Elementary School, where Mr. Young is her principal. He describes her as a teacher with high energy, a connection with her students, and a zeal for coordinating with her teaching team. making Miss Babcock a dynamic first-year teacher. She's passionate about ensuring that PLCs are based on student needs, growth, and achievement. Going above and beyond, this natural teacher has a promising future in education. Congratulations, Abigail from Boswell Elementary School. And next we have Jolie Atchison from Caldwell Elementary. Mrs. Hill says, with a warm and welcoming environment, Ms. Atchison gives each of her students the utmost care and concern. Even when faced with students with challenging behaviors, she remains calm and demonstrates kindness in her interactions with them. She demonstrates a stellar level of professionalism with both administrators and colleagues. Next, we have from Chain of Lakes Elementary School, Rochelle Wellens. Mrs. Nelson says Rochelle's willingness to try new things and embrace new ideas has allowed her classroom to transform rapidly to meet the needs of her students. She is not shy about seeking guidance from the academic coaches and her peers to help her better support her students. Congratulations, Rochelle. And next we have Code Academy. The principal is Mrs. Fearens, and Mrs. Fearens describes Alexa Verberg as one that sets an example of organizational skills, her desire for improvement in her students, and with her empathetic way of communicating with her students' parents. She uses data to drive her instructional decisions and has a passion for making a difference in the lives of her students. Cumbie Elementary is blessed to have her in their school family. Congratulations, Alexa. And next is my school. I'd like to introduce Melanie Gwen. After completing her internship at Polk State College in kindergarten here at our school, Melanie was the first person in her team that they thought of when we had an opening at our school and we needed a new teacher. Working over the summer to set up her classroom, she created a wonderful learning environment for her students with a Harry Potter theme. Her students are all actively engaged in learning throughout the school day. She arrives early every morning when I pull in the parking lot and stays late every day to be the best teacher that she can be. She is indeed a rising star at our school. Next, we have Kathy Skineff from Eastside Elementary School. Her principal, Ms. Munoz, explains that Ms. Skineff has demonstrated unparalleled initiative this year in order to ensure that her students are set up for success. With an impressive work ethic, she is determined to have a classroom with high student expectations, respect, and encouragement. Her students have a mindset that allow them to learn from their mistakes and work diligently to the best of their abilities. Oh, growth mindset is so important. Congratulations, Kathy at Eastside Elementary School. Next, we have Brittany Rabig from Fort Meade Middle Senior High School, and Mrs. Hardy, soon to be Dr. Hardy, is her principal and says that she is an outstanding teacher. She has a wonderful rapport with her ESE students and her peers. The core teachers request her assistance in their classroom because she is most helpful with a wide variety of learners. With the pandemic, she has done an excellent job organizing her e-learning classrooms so that she can most effectively help her struggling students. Her principal predicts a long and successful career for her as an educator, and that's certainly what we're going for. Retaining our teachers, and oh my goodness, the things new teachers have gone through with this pandemic and e-campus learning. Congratulations, Brittany. Next, we have Kristen Sharp from Garden Grove Elementary School. Ms. Bergwall, soon to be Dr. Bergwall, also is her principal. And she describes Kristen as an amazing first-year kindergarten teacher. She has a willingness to do what is best for her students. She holds them to high expectations and is a positive influence on all those around her, adults and the children. Her classroom exhibits high quality instruction and authenticity, which engages all of the learners in her room. Congratulations, Kristen from Garden Grove Elementary School. Next, we have Garner Elementary with Mrs. Blackman and Gertie Telford. Mrs. Blackman describes her as being very instrumental in creating challenging lesson plans and finding additional resources for her students' standard-based lessons. She volunteers to tutor after school and attends after-school professional development activities. Her dream was to be a teacher, and she has become the most impressive one. Congratulations to Gertie at Garner Elementary School. And next we have Kingsford Elementary School with Mrs. Franks, and I know Mrs. Townley's been over at Kingsford Elementary School as well. Jessica Bennett, the teacher they have selected. Jessica is an exemplary beginning teacher. She has a very well-managed and creative classroom. Her enthusiasm and love for children is evident the moment you enter her room. She challenges her students daily and has a can-do attitude that infuses joy into all the lessons. I always tell the kids, believe it and achieve it. That can-do attitude is so important. Congratulations, Jessica from Kingsford. Now over to Lake Alfred Elementary. Mr. Burkett is the principal there, and Tori Bowers is their Rising Star this year. He says our nominee for the DKG Rising Star is not an education major and had no teaching background. Nevertheless, she's created a positive learning environment that often challenged the most seasoned teachers. But now she has those students eating out of the palm of her hand. She exhibits gentle intensity and has quickly become a favorite at Lake Alfred Elementary. Congratulations, Tori. At Laurel Elementary, I would like to introduce Mariana Roth, and her principal is Mr. Roderick Gray. He says that serving on the 4th grade teaching team, Ms. Roth asks questions and seeks out assistance from both district and school-based administrators and coaches to be sure that she's on target with her students' instruction. Her positive attitude and enthusiasm for learning is evident. She adapts without missing a beat. We are grateful that she chose Laurel Elementary and are very proud to recommend her for the DKG Rising Star Award. Congratulations, Mariana. And next we have Liseth Lugo from Palmetto Elementary, and her principal is Mrs. Short. After serving as an ESE para at our school for the past 7 years, Ms. Luga earned her certification and passed all of the many required exams to fulfill her dream of becoming a teacher. She cares deeply for her students and works constantly to find new and different teaching strategies to meet all of their individual needs. In spite of the pandemic, which necessitated her teaching face-to-face and blended virtual learning, she rose to the challenge and has become a model for communicating with her students. Congratulations, Lisa from Palmetto. I just love when paras continue and persevere and get their teaching degree and become teachers, because they're just amazing. And I hope that every parent is inspired by your story. Next, we move to Shelby Roberts from Purcell Elementary School, and her principal is Mrs. Nave. Mrs. Nave describes Mrs. Roberts as a second grade teacher with tremendous leadership in a very short amount of time. She has shown genuine care and concern for her students in her openness, honesty, and compassion. She has shared new PBIS incentives and new grade level strategies and has become a quick study in education overall. She is truly a rising star at Purcell, and she has made a huge difference there. Congratulations, Shelby from Purcell Elementary School. Next, we're moving on to our Bruce Wagner Elementary with Ariel Mendez and Principal Christopher Miller. Through her dojo posting and her positive parent phone calls, Miss Mendez has showed her natural ability to develop relationships. Her classroom is a warm, welcoming place where students are greeted each day at the door by their caring and smiling teacher. Her students feel safe and are encouraged to give their best. She has built a classroom culture that allows students to make mistakes because they know they can learn from them. Her uncanny awareness of her students' individual needs and abilities allows her to tailor instruction to meet the needs of all of her students. She is admired for her many exemplary qualities at our Bruce Wagner Elementary School. Congratulations, Ariel. Next, from Sand Hill Elementary School, we have Haley Huff and her principal, Mrs. Connolly. Haley is a natural teacher. She's always quick to make adjustments when needed. When faced with the COVID challenges this year, she sprang into action. Needing her students to read and to practice social distancing, she went out and bought round pool floats for her students to sit in while reading. This procedure keeps them 6 feet apart and allows them to enjoy the pleasure of reading. We are indeed fortunate to have Haley at Sand Hill Elementary School. It's amazing how creative teachers have been with social distancing. Next, we have Socrum Elementary School, Tabitha Bailey, with Principal Mr. Leon Williams. This kindergarten teacher began the year as an e-learning teacher, and then she transitioned back to school and is doing a hybrid model. Not an easy task for a beginning teacher. She has been a mentor to other teachers on managing effective instruction in a hybrid classroom. She does an excellent job of instructing effectively, both virtually and live in the classroom. Her students enjoy her and enjoy learning. Congratulations, Tabitha, from Socrum Elementary School. Next, we have Spessard Holland Elementary School, Madeline Alfonso, and her principal, Mrs. Melody Butler, who describes her as a terrific addition to Spessard Holland Elementary. She's a vital resource to the 5th grade team, both with planning and with implementing quality instruction for her ESE students. She pulls small groups for instruction and makes learning fun for everyone. She's organized, she turns in all of her paperwork in a timely manner, which is a big feat for all teachers, especially first-year teachers. We greatly appreciate Mrs. Alphonse for her quality and dedication to children. Congratulations, Madeline, from Spessard Holland. Let's give, if everyone can turn their cameras on, and I wonder if we could get everybody's picture in the screen and just kind of give everybody a big round of applause. It has been an honor and a pleasure to announce all of you this evening. Look at all these beautiful, bright, energetic, smiling faces. So exciting. And at this time, I know we have some of our friends from the district office that are here that may want to say a few words. I see Jessica Solano in the Teacher Engagement and Recruitment Human Resource Department. Jessica, would you like to jump in and say a few words at this time?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm like quickly writing down all of your names because it is so exciting to get to see so many of you, some that we've worked with all the way from recruiting you from out of state or working with you as you've been doing your internship or in the greenhouse program. So it is just so exciting to see it come full circle, and that of all the years for you to start your first year to still be so successful. And so kudos to you. I can't wait to work with each of you even more as you continue to grow in your careers and grow into teacher leaders that are impacting beyond your classroom. So it's super impressive. Thank you so much for all the work you're doing with your students.
Thank you, Jessica. And next, I'm scrolling through the participant list. I see Mr. John Hill, our Deputy Superintendent, has logged in to join us as well. Mr. Hill, would you like to say a few words of encouragement to these beautiful, bright, shining stars?
Absolutely. I'm just absolutely honored and privileged to be able to say a few words to these rising stars. They're on the rise, and obviously very soon they will be superstars. And it's just, I wished I'd been able to jump in at the very beginning because I so enjoyed hearing all the great work that's being done and the tremendous job they're doing. And I agree with Ms. Solano that, you know, of all the years to be a newbie, so to speak, what a challenge. And to meet that challenge and to be so successful, we're just so very proud of you. And we wish you the very best in your future. And we're so glad that you are part of our Polk County Public Schools family. And we look forward to seeing the great things that you're going to do. And I want to leave you with this. And first, let me just say thank you, Dr. Tatum, for hosting this today. And I certainly want to give a shout out to Delta Kappa Gamma and just all the, the fine work you do in terms of, recognizing these wonderful, wonderful educators. And so I'll leave this with you. Every day, I want you to realize that you are a difference maker. You're a game changer for our children. And there is no greater or more noble profession in the world than to be an educator. So just want you to remember, when you have a tough day, just remember you're making a difference, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hill. I know you have a very busy schedule. We appreciate your time. I'm scrolling through the list. I see Miss Townley is with us. Miss Townley, would you like to say a few words of encouragement as well?
Certainly. I'll just echo what Mr. Hill said and just thank you for all that you do. I know that I've been blessed to be able to work alongside one of the recipients tonight. And she just does an amazing job in the classroom. And I know to hear all the stories of the things that you all have accomplished in your first year teaching, in a pandemic, no less. So we just appreciate you. We encourage you to keep going, put one step in front of the other every day, and just keep plugging along. And usually after about year 3, it starts feeling a little more like you're in your groove. And so hang on, that does happen. And so we are just so proud of each and every one of you, and so thankful that you choose Polk County to be your school of choice. And so we know that you have a lot of options at this day and age for teaching. And so we are just so thankful that you've selected Polk County Public Schools to be home. So we're proud of you. Congratulations. And a big thanks to Delta Kappa Gamma for making this happen tonight.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Townley, for being here. Thank you for all of the principals for making time to support your new teachers. And thank you to all of the new teachers from the bottom of my heart, and most importantly, from the bottom of the hearts of your students. Our district mission is students first, and you have all put our students first and given up so much of your time. I'm sure so much of your bank account. New teachers, I spent so much money my first year teaching. So on its way to you in the mail is a little thank you, a little check for you to thank you for all of the things that you have done for the students. I'm sure you'll probably use it to buy more things for your students. That's usually what new teachers do, but that's on its way thanks to our treasurer, Miss Pam Barnes, and Miss Brenda Johnson. We're stuffing the envelopes yesterday, so thank you so much for that. And we have one little thing that we've done this year. If anyone is interested, we had a fall fundraiser and we had these really cute teacher tote bags. So if anyone is interested in a cute Delta Kappa Gamma teacher tote bag, they are $15 and we have only 20 left. So let us know. You can put in the chat box if you'd like one. We can send one off to your school. Is there anything else that anyone would like to share or questions that you'd like to ask? Everyone's just kind of tired after a long day, I can see. All right, we've got one more slide, one more invitation for you all. If you could click over to the next one, Ms. Crossway, thank you. And if you would like to join us in Winter Haven, May 14th at 6:30, we have the back room reserved for a Dutch treat get together. And so all of our Rising Stars are welcome to come. All of our principals are welcome to come. Of course, our district office team. And it's Dutch treat. So I know sometimes people often ask, what's Dutch treat? Like Monica over here. Yeah. So let me explain what Dutch treat is. It means you go in and you pay for your own meal. I pay for mine, Monica pays for hers, everyone pays for their own, because you know there's no magic pot of money in public education. As much as we would like to treat everyone, sometimes we just need to treat ourselves and enjoy fellowship with each other. So at this time, we're going to close up our Rising Star presentation. Our Delta Kappa Gamma members, please stay on. We're going to have a brief meeting after following this event. Thank you all for coming. Again, thank you to Mrs. Crossway, Mrs. Meek, and our Delta Kappa Gamma team.
And Lana, we do need to know if anybody's addresses have changed.
If any Rising Star has a different address, I believe you all have my email, or you can look up Pamela Barnes, and email her an updated address before these checks go out in the mail. And we've got a question asking how we'll get a copy of the recording. How will that work, Ms. Crossway? We have your email, so we'll send it through email. Are there any other questions? I haven't even had time to look in the chat box. Looks like just words of encouragement. All right, at this time, we'll turn the recording off and then we'll start our meeting.